People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds call it news with a buzz. There are a couple of videos circulating all over social media with a sighting that most people in Jamaica probably have never seen before. It is said that it is not the first time such occurrence has occurred. However, people are used to it. In this video that I am going to show you, you could see some sorts of submarine, the big type. Based on what the information is saying, it is said that this is in the shores of St. Anne, in a OCHO, them sorts of vicinity there. Cannot validate or cannot verify it. However, take a look at the beautiful bean footage and then I'll give my piece.
Submarine spotted in St. Anne today.
Big flat submarine in Jamaica, OCHO RIOS. Yeah. Look good, the man. Let me see, man.
Hold on, let me this boy.
Crazily insane. Go on, now zoom up on the captain. Now zoom up on the captain. No.
Now people, like you always hear me say, this is social media. Believe half of what you see, half of what you hear. Cannot verify, validate the time this was taken. Cannot verify, validate that this is indeed OCHO RIOS. However, it is not one person, two person, five person. It is more like 10 to 15 people are send me, and them I said there is more. Now people, you and I know that this is not the typical average video that we're going to see in a Jamaica, if it is indeed in a Jamaica. So whenever there's any sorts of unusual occurrences, the place I go get in a frenzy, social media I go get in a frenzy. People are say maybe it is one of the unusual time in which people videotape it. However, this has been going on forever and a day. Them I say ship from US, ship from England, or submarines from those places have always been in the waters of Jamaica. People like me say, me never see it before. I am from the show me state, me only believe when me see. Except for God. People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, there are a couple of videos making their rounds on social media. It shows legendary dancehall artist Beenie Man at the Criminal Record Office. That is where, whenever you're applying for any sorts of green card, any sorts of visa, whatever, you go there and you get your criminal records. However, it seems as if Beenie Man went through, him get through, get him paperwork and him left. Popcorn went and people, the result was the opposite. Was not there, cannot put it into context who this who or who say what to who was wrong, who initiated anything. But here's what I am going to say. whenever you are going up against something or a force that is probably bigger than you, controls, has the handle and you have the blade, it is best to humble yourself. Me no know where go on, but people, me I go show you the video of them running popcorn out of the building, out of the business. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
You want through the door, you must go through the door.
Now people, here is my disclaimer. I was not there, so therefore I do not know what went down. A lot of these government buildings, they are very slow. It seems as if they are deliberately stalling people. It seems as if they are being rebellious. So therefore the average person could go there and get ticked off. However, when you start act up, when you start being disrespectful, when you start to go against the order, it never usually works for you. Because that is when, if they were not vindictive before, if they were not going slow before, that is when they would have been vindictive whenever you start cuss, whenever you start to make up noise, whenever you start to be disrespectful, even if it is warranted. As it pertains to popcorn, when you go to places like this, like me say, you have to always remember who have the handle and who have the blade. This is a government place. This place know that you are reliant upon them to get the paperwork to proceed with your business. So therefore, go with the intention, alright. I understand some of them pretty much spoil. Whenever I go to any sort of government business, it is going to be forever and a day. So therefore, don't plan anything else. Just sit down, humble yourself and wait until you get what you want. Always look at the big picture. Do not think petty. Do not think about showing or proving anything, because you cannot prove anything to these people, because even when you're right, you are going to be wrong when you are dependent upon people that are not professional. The other side, Popcorn is one of those persons. I would not say that he is the most humble person on planet Earth in Jamaica. So therefore, whenever you have an immovable object, a stubborn object, and an immovable force, and both of them are hype, both of them being disrespectful, both of them being unprofessional, it never usually ends up good. What Popcorn has to remember, he has a history. Him have a thing pon him, a stain pon him, that he is a part of Vybz Kartel clique. So therefore, when it comes to Vybz Kartel and any other affiliate, especially him being the prefect of the Gaza or X, there is always going to be some sorts of contention. Always look at the bigger picture. Do not be penny wise and pound foolish. So therefore, don't go into the people in place and try to show and prove. Because remember, when you get that paperwork, whatever you need it for, you're going to be making tens of thousands of dollars, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So therefore, don't let people use petty stuff because you want to retaliate because them say something, vice versa. Me no know who started, me no know who initiated. However, you are never going to win this fight. So therefore, like them say, a soft word turneth away wrath. Grievous words stir up anger. Know whenever you have the angle and know whenever you have the blade. Simple as that. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is a correction or some corrections about something that I spoke about maybe about a day or so ago. I am speaking about a double takeaway in a place called Dover. Dover is in St. Mary, in which two men, one person known affectionately as Morrow, 68-year-old, this is his picture on the screen, and the next person known as Mikey, 57-year-old. Based on the information, like I said, at about 6 something, the lady was opening the bar. While she was opening the bar, she heard all sorts of loud explosion. When she go round there, she see Maro lay down on the bar floor and then the next person outside, vice versa. When I did that video, I said the one named Mikey, he is from downtown. I said that he used to collect money in the market and I mentioned extortion. He was actually working with the market, so therefore that is the correction right there. He is no sort of extortionist. So therefore, him not really have any sorts of criminal intention. Based on what residents are saying, because the next one, the elder one, 68-year-old Maro, him not trouble nobody, him not really work hard. However, he is a type of person him drink, him not really talk much. If him know you, him will beg you a cigarette, a spliff, or even a drink. However, it is also said that if somebody employs him to do some sorts of handiwork, he will surely do it. The people and the residents are some I say, it couldn't be Maro. I must Mikey them come for. So them I say, maybe Mikey get hot down a town in a Kingston and come there. However, people, that is not the fact. I was contacted by some people that know both of these people and them say, they don't know, say, it seems as if more than likely none of those two persons were any sorts of target. This bigger than what we are thinking. It is not because them comfy, Mikey and then Maro did why them take him away. It is not like that. Both of these persons have no sorts of criminal record, people like me say. Me no know if a family member or friend, a sweet it up for whoever. I was not there. Me just I tell you, like me always say, there is always 2 to 3 sides to every story. What is the truth? People, me not really know. It is my job, my responsibility, not to defame anybody, which is never intentional. However, whenever I can make any sorts of correction, I'll be sure to do so ASAP. Point blank and period. The moral of the story is this. 2 people lose them life. None of these people are possibly at least one of those persons has nothing to do with anything. Could be both of them are innocents. Look at these men pictures. 157, 168. The 157 with the big spliff, you're going to say, well, him have a big spliff, so therefore he might be involved in anything or something. But people, we have to wonder and ponder and ask question. Why is it that some people would pull up in a pro box 6 o'clock in the morning, run down 2 elderly people and put pear corn in them head because they were both taken out with all sorts of head SHOTS. Something must in a something. These youth cannot be that cold. This cannot be any sorts of mistaken identity. This must have to be some sorts of reprisal. People, the truth and the fact is that these people in Jamaica nowadays, it seems as if them possessed by some sorts of evil, demonic force. So therefore, anytime we say anything, we cannot put anything past none of these youth because they will do just about anything. The bar is never too low for none of them. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called the lifespan of a gangster, a don, a shutter, gunman, KILLER. It is shorter than the lifespan of a housefly, which is probably about 2 weeks. Exaggerated, and this is why. You have to worry about the poor. You have to worry about the opposition, the ops. And mostly, you have to worry about friendly fire. That is the most likely way that you are going to lose your life. Some sorts of towncraft is going to draw against you and you're going to draw nil. You're going to lose your 3 points. That is exactly what happened in a place called Central Village, Chinatown to be exact, where it is said that the new Don Justin McGregor, OC aka Man, the leader of the Jaggy gang, his cronies and second in command, Fracity, Ataman, and Mentor were taken out. Based on the information, it is said that at about 3 a.m. in the morning, people hear all sorts of rapid, loud explosion. Them say, me nah come out of my house, wait till the morning, wait till the place bright up. When the people them come out, they saw all 4 people pants down, pants sagging. What is even worse, all of them laid out, flat out in a pool of their own blood. It is said that this is from some sorts of hostile takeover that was probably planned by Justin McGregor, OC aka man, against the Don, the first Don that was locked up. This Don came out a couple of weeks ago. However, it seems as if while he was locked away, he heard that there was some sort of coup d'etat being planned against him. And you know that when you have a paranoid and schizophrenic type of makeup, you're always going to see stuff. You're always going to feel as if people are plot and a plan and a scheme against you, even when they are not. However, when you get any sorts of information, the slightest inclination that, listen, them people are trying to take away my power, strip off my stripes, I am going to do them before they do me. Do me bad, I am going to do you worse. Reprisal is always the order of the day. So therefore, him come out and him pretty much lure them, him trick them. Like the song says, them easy for brush like Clark's dirt. So therefore, him plan some sorts of meeting. But this meeting was to trick them and kill them. They were playing checkers. Not even the good one, the Chinese one. However, he was playing chess. So therefore, check was a move. Him summons them. Based on the information, it was not any sort of SHOOT out. It was pretty much 4 people getting all sorts of con in all sorts of place, including the head, upper body, inner foot. They were riddled, and it was not any sort of joke. So pretty much he shocked and awed them Norman Schwarzkopf. Caught them off guard, caught them slipping without any sort of tool. Literally with their pants down, sagging. And you know exactly what happened. They played PUSSY and they got, you know exactly what. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself.